Yo guys, what's going on? This is Deviant here with the video. Been a long time coming. So what's new? What's new? Well, not a whole lot really, which is a good thing I guess, because usually when new things happen for me, they're not pleasant. They're bad. Anyway, so what have I been playing lately? Since it's been a while since I talked to you guys. Recently, I got Dead Rising remaster on the PS4. Decent remaster. It runs at 60 frames, full 1080. A little dips, a couple of dips here and there, but overall, pretty solid remaster considering the price. It was $20 for the game. Hard to believe this game's 10 years old already. I mean, 10 years ago, the 360 was pretty much new. HD was new. I didn't even have an HD TV at the time when I got this. It's crazy to think how time flies like that, man. And the game holds up so damn good. I mean, right now, I keep looking at the screen because I'm attempting the 7 Day Survivor. Not really seriously, just kind of like, eh. It's cool they have suspending on the PlayStation 4. That might help to get around the 7 Day Survivor. I don't know if the timer keeps going or not. I don't remember if it'll count against it. But anyway, yeah, I played through Dead Rising. I just got the real Mega Buster. I got overtime, got the best ending. I don't think I'm going for all the achievements. I never got all of them on the original Dead Rising. There was a couple it was too difficult to. I think it was answer every transmission from Otis, and a couple other ones I just didn't bother with. But I'm surprised at how well this game has aged, at least for me. When I'm playing, I'm seeing the graphics look amazing, considering they're 10 years old. The animations, I mean, part 2 and 3 don't even hold a candle to this. I understand it was done by a different studio, but the original studio or developer who handled the original Dead Rising, top notch. Game is ace. It's a blast. It's fucking awesome. It's a cool mix of survival horror and just open world sandbox action. Never forget the music that plays once you enter the mall's courtyard and the prisoners are in that jeep. Oh boy. Oh boy, memories, let me tell you. Other than that, I was itching for something like long and juicy. No, not what you're thinking. Don't be nasty. So Dragon Quest VII. Got Dragon Quest VII, 3DS. That game took 3 years to come out, and it's only thanks to Nintendo even got the game. I played about an hour, a little bit past an hour. And the first part of the game, there's absolutely like no battling. It's just getting to know some of the characters, doing a couple like little fetch quests, deals, and stuff like that. So I got to the part where you actually start your first battle, and then I just left off there. What I like is that I can put that game to sleep, come back to it just right where I left off. I don't have to, reboot and find a save point. I mean, obviously I'm going to save the game, but if I'm tired, just close it, come back to it later. So I'm playing that. Since I was so hyped up on the original Dead Rising, beat the shit out of it. I got Off the Record. So I remember Off the Record was pretty good. The port's pretty shoddy. I mean, there's so many dips in the game. This is on the PS4. So many dips, so many drops in frame rate, just entering certain areas, turning the camera around. Overall, it's still a fun game. Some of the combo weapons are pretty interesting. But Frank, he doesn't have the same animations. He's more like a joke character instead of the character. In the original Dead Rising, he's like a semi-serious protagonist. In this game, he's like a joke. You know, like just the way he walks, his jump kick. Like a lot of the moves don't feel as satisfying as they did in Dead Rising, the original. So overall, I think off the record, the remastering is a little bit of a letdown. The frame rate is all over the place. It's very unfortunate. I mean, if you still want to play the game and you don't own a PC, it's the best version to get. I mean, well, actually, the Xbox One version probably runs slightly better. So, but if you only own a PS4, it's still a decent game to have fun with. I like the biggest thing about Off the Record. The biggest selling point is the sandbox mode. So you don't even have to touch the story. You can just go screw around on the strip, in the mall, in the casinos, and just mess around, create weapons. Everything's unlocked. There's a few doors that are locked up, but for the most part, everything's accessible. So it's a great zombie game to kill time. It's one of those games that if you're having a chat session or something, you could be playing that, killing time. But yeah, a little disappointing. The first game though holds up extremely well. I've seen a couple of impressions on Dead Rising, and some people not liking it. And I think with Dead Rising, the original, it takes the old school mentality of gameplay, where it starts off where you're really weak, you die really easily, but I think it's meant to force you to learn the layout of the mall, to learn what weapons work, to learn how to go about attacking zombies or running away from them, and acquiring each move slowly so you can remember how to do those moves. So yeah, personally I think, yeah, it starts slow. It might be a little frustrating, but you have to go in not trying to complete every side mission, because if you do that, you're screwed. You're screwed on the game. You're never going to have fun. So the first time you play through the game, it's meant to be played through multiple times as well. There's a time limit. A lot of people hate the time limit, but that's part of the game's. That's a big mechanic that's integral to the game's gameplay. It forces you to make smarter decisions, plan things out. It's not really rushing you. It's just saying, look, you have 3 days to figure out what's going on in this mall. You can either do this, do that, but on the third day, the helicopter's coming to pick you up. So if you wanna live, that's what you got to do. Once you reach like max level, man, Frank West becomes the damn near god and just destroys everything. And then once you get a certain set of books that increase your durability of your weapons, I mean, you're good. AI is still pretty dumb, the survivors, but I think that's purposely done because they're running through hordes of zombies. They're going to get caught up. It's not meant to, I mean, imagine if you just grabbed a survivor and ran straight to the what's the point? It almost feels pointless. There's no challenge in getting them back to the safe house. There needs to be a challenge to it. There has to be. It's frustrating, but that's part of the deal. It's kind of like Dark Souls and how there's certain areas that are so frustrating, but if it wasn't, it wouldn't make it worth it at the end. It wouldn't make it worth it. So yeah, that's my impressions on Dead Rising Remastered. It's fantastic. Holds up really well. The remaster for the first game is done pretty well. Could have been a little better, but overall, pretty good. You got multiple save slots. I know that was a big complaint back in the day. But yeah, so I mean, I'm just looking forward to Yakuza 0, Pokemon Sun and Moon, Mafia 3 looks kind of cool, but I don't think I'll get that. I'll have to wait on that one. But really only focus on those two games. I get burned out real easily now with video games. I can only play so long before I have to stop. I just can't. The immersion I get unimmersed so quickly in a lot of games now, so I learned just to stop playing, get away from it, and that's the best way to go about it. Because when I go back, I'm excited. If I try to just kind of force myself through it or force myself to play, not fun. Um, got an iPhone 7, pretty dope. Really enjoy it. Really like that they went back to black. I tried to go caseless, but I think I'm gonna stick with this black silicone case. I just like the way the silicone case feels. I had it on my 6S. I love the way uh, that the case feels. Plus, when you have a ring on, it's really easy to scratch the back of this phone. So, but yeah, so far enjoying it. The home button, it's a software button. It's not an actual hardware button. Camera looks great, really fast. Like the color. It's got the dual speakers now, where the speaker comes out of the headphone or earpiece, and the bottom grill. At first, it's really like disorienting, like what is going on? Because usually it's always came out only the bottom speaker, but the top speaker as well. So it's like whoa, it's weird. And the phone kind of vibrates. If you have this thing on max volume and you're holding onto the phone vibrates because of that top speaker. But overall, really good, solid phone. I'm able to get the phone at a reasonable price. That's the only reason why I get them when they're new. Otherwise, if I had to pay $300 plus for these phones, I would not be buying them every single time because, let's be real, the phones are pretty beast. If you got a 6, you're good for a long time. Let's just put it that way. But if you like the newest stuff, why not? What else can we talk about? I really want to do a semi-serious podcast, but I want it to be a consistent thing. I want it to be guaranteed every week, X time, every time. So trying to find someone to do that is difficult because everybody has stuff going on. Life is a priority. But yeah, I really would like to do that. Just got to find the right people. I really enjoy Easy Allies podcasts. Just the chemistry between those dudes, perfect. They really only talk about games, which is what I'm looking for. I'm not looking to be trailing off and talking about hot dogs and all kinds of nonsense. Like, they're talking about games. They're mostly positive. So it's a podcast that gives you good feels. I love that shit. That's good. A lot of negativity going on. It's awesome. So I really look forward to their podcasts. I like to watch them on YouTube. I'll have the video playing while I'm doing something else. Good times. Really enjoy their stuff. It's to the point now where I really only listen to them. I mean, kind of funny, kind of not good. Too cynical, too biased. I'm not into that. I like unbiased, positive stuff. And so Easy Allies, that's where it's at. So I recommend it. If you guys are into gaming podcasts at all, or even if you just want a good background noise, I highly recommend Easy Allies. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. I'll try to do videos a little more often. I just got to really be in the mood and feel like I want to do them so that I feel like I'm giving quality instead of just garbage. So, anyway, guys, peace out.